Thanks for tuning in. Before we continue, here's an NBA nugget for you. The NBA's first outdoor game was played on September 24, 1972, at the Hiram Bithorn Stadium in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Stay tuned for more fascinating NBA trivia. Bob McAdoo, early life and college career. Bob McAdoo, whose full name is Robert Allen McAdoo, is an ex-professional basketball player well known for his outstanding abilities as center and power forward in the NBA in the 70s and 80s. Here's some information about his early life and college career. Early life. Bob McAdoo was born on September 25, 1951, located in Greensboro, North Carolina, USA. His family was an athletic family, and the father of his children, Ben McAdoo, was an eminent playground star throughout North Carolina. The basketball experience was a major factor in developing Bob's love for basketball from a young stage of his life. College career. Bob McAdoo attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and was a basketball player with the Tar Heels. In his time at the college, McAdoo established himself among the more powerful and flexible athletes in the nation. McAdoo was renowned for his incredible scoring abilities as well as his agility and shot-blocking ability. Here are a few highlights of his time at the University of California. A three-time All-American, McAdoo was named as an All-American during each of the 3 seasons he played at UNC, 1971-1972-1973-1974, 1972-1973, and 1973-1974. This is an indication of his consistency and ability in the court. NCAA tournament success. In the season 1972-1973, McAdoo and the Tar Heels reached the Final Four of the NCAA tournament. However, they did not win the title. Statistical dominance. McAdoo scored an astounding 19.5 points as well as 10.4 rebounds per game throughout his time at the University of California. His ability to score and rebound earned him the title of one of the best players in the 1972 NBA draft. Following his junior year, McAdoo decided to forego his final year of college and applied for his first NBA draft in 1972. The team selected him from the Buffalo Braves, now the Los Angeles Clippers, and the second pick overall, and began his professional career within the NBA. Bob McAdoo went on to enjoy a stunning NBA career that saw him win numerous prizes as well as NBA MVP and setting his place as one of the greatest players in the NBA. Bob McAdoo, NBA debut and rookie success. Bob McAdoo's NBA debut and his rookie achievement were impressive, and the player made a huge impact within the NBA. Here's an overview of his early NBA career. NBA debut. Bob McAdoo made his NBA debut during the 1972-73 season following his selection as the second pick overall during the NBA draft by the Buffalo Braves, now the Los Angeles Clippers. The debut of the player was highly anticipated because of his impressive college experience and expectations of an influential player for the NBA. Rookie success. McAdoo lived up to the hype during his rookie season, and he had one of the most impressive rookie campaigns in NBA history. NBA Rookie of the Year. 1973. Bob McAdoo was awarded by the NBA Rookie of the Year in the year 1973. His impact was immediate in the NBA, scoring 18.0 points and 9.1 rebound, as well as 2 blocks a game in the first year of his career. The scoring champions, 1974. In his second year, 1973-1974, McAdoo led the league with scoring, becoming the NBA's leading scoring player by scoring, the average being 36 scores per match. It was an incredible feat for a player who was just starting out. All-Star selection. McAdoo earned his first NBA All-Star selection in his second season, showing off his meteoric rise to superstardom. Multifaceted skill set. McAdoo was noted for his flexibility, since the player could be found in both the power forward and the center position. The combination of scoring, rebounding, and ability to block shots was what made him a desired player. Bob McAdoo's first successes as a rookie were an indication of the remarkable career he was into during his time in the NBA. McAdoo continued to become a formidable force within the NBA, taking home numerous prizes which included NBA Most Valuable Player, MVP, distinctions, and established his place among the best athletes of the time. His athleticism and scoring abilities created the foundation for a highly successful and influential career in the field of professional basketball. Bob McAdoo dominance with Buffalo Braves. Bob McAdoo's tenure as a player with his team, the Buffalo Braves, now the Los Angeles Clippers, was an era of phenomenal power and personal success. McAdoo was among the top players in the NBA during his time as a player for the team. Here's an overview of his dominance with the Buffalo Braves. The scoring champion Bob McAdoo led the NBA with scoring 3 consecutive seasons, from 1973 to 1974 to 1975 to 1976. His ability to score was unparalleled in this time, making him among the most powerful offensive players within the NBA. The NBA's Most Valuable Player, MVP McAdoo was named the NBA MVP award for the 1974 to 1975 season. The award was an acknowledgement to his extraordinary scoring abilities and his impact on the game. Multiple All-Star selections. During his tenure with the Buffalo Braves, McAdoo was an all-time NBA All-Star. McAdoo was named an All-Star for 5 straight seasons between 1974 and 1978, which demonstrates his unwavering quality. Rebounding and shot blocking. McAdoo was most well known for his scoring ability. McAdoo was also an effective rebounder as well as shot blocker. McAdoo averaged double-digit rebounding during many of his years playing for the Braves and was well known for his skill in protecting the edge. Participation in the playoffs. McAdoo was instrumental in leading the Buffalo Braves to the NBA playoffs while he was as a player. While they weren't able to win the NBA title, his personal performance in the playoffs was noteworthy. The Bob McAdoo legacy. His time playing for his team, the Buffalo Braves, established him as one of the best NBA players in the 1970s. The combination of his scoring abilities as well as athleticism and flexibility earned him the respect of fans and an admired figure within the NBA. Despite McAdoo's individual successes and power, however, the Buffalo Braves were unable to win the NBA championship under McAdoo's time as a member of the team. In December of 1976, McAdoo was dealt with the New York Knicks, and the team continued to enjoy an impressive NBA career playing for several different teams. However, his stint as a member of the Buffalo Braves remains a defining section of his basketball career. Bob McAdoo, team changes and championships. Following his departure from after the Buffalo Braves, Bob McAdoo continued to play his NBA career in different teams and finally found the success he sought in terms of winning championships. Here's an overview of his team changes and championship wins. New York Knicks, 1976 to 1979, in December of 1976. McAdoo was dealt to the Buffalo Braves to the New York Knicks. While with the Knicks, they was a dominating player in the league and was well known for his ability to score. But the Knicks did not win the NBA title during his time as a team. Boston Celtics, 1979 to 1981. McAdoo was a part of with the Boston Celtics in 1979. In the season 1979 to 80, the Celtics took home the NBA championship, and with McAdoo playing a role in the team's victory. It was McAdoo's debut NBA championship, and he had a major part in the team's success, coming off of the bench. Los Angeles Lakers, 1981 to 1985. McAdoo was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers in 1981. The time he spent playing for the Lakers was especially successful with regards to championships. He was the winner of NBA championships for the Lakers during the 1981 to 1982, 1984 to 1985, and the 1986 to 1987 seasons. The championships established his standing among the top league players and demonstrated his ability as a center and forward. Contributions for the Lakers. When with the Lakers, McAdoo was an integral player in their Showtime era, where there were stars like Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. McAdoo scored off the bench and also provided depth to the squad, helping to win titles. The end of his career, McAdoo continued to play for the NBA up to the 1985-86 season. He briefly came back for a brief period during the 1986-1987 seasons. McAdoo retired from basketball after this season's final. Through his entire time in the NBA, Bob McAdoo was known for his ability to score as well as his versatility and contribution to numerous winning teams. The championships he won for his teams of the Boston Celtics and Los Angeles Lakers were among the most memorable accomplishments of his career, which established his place in the league as one of the most enduring legendary players in the NBA. Bob McAdoo, later NBA career and legacy. Following his stint working with the Los Angeles Lakers and later NBA career, Bob McAdoo transitioned to an administrative and coaching position in the NBA. His contribution to the NBA is reflected in his ability to score, the flexibility, and contribution to teams that have won championships. Here's an overview of his later career and legacy. Later NBA career. The front office and coaching roles. After his professional playing career, Bob McAdoo worked in different front and coaching positions within the NBA. He was an assistant coach to a variety of NBA teams, such as Miami Heat, and Detroit Pistons. Mentorship. McAdoo's extensive experience in the game as well as his experiences as a player has made him a valuable coach to a lot of young players and helped them improve their abilities and knowledge of the game. Legacy. The ability to score. Bob McAdoo's heritage is deeply built on his amazing shooting ability. He was among the very first stretch big players, able of shooting at long distances as well as revolutionizing the center and power forward positions. 3 consecutive scoring championships during the 1970s demonstrate the power of his offense. Multitasking. McAdoo's capacity to play in both the power forward and center position was a great player for any team. The agility of his game and the ability to block shots made him a force in the courts. NBA championships. McAdoo's success with the winning of NBA championships as a player with his teams of the Boston Celtics and Los Angeles Lakers proved his capacity to be a part of winning teams. The championship rings he won confirm his place as one of basketball's greatest players. NBA MVP award and other awards. McAdoo has been a twice NBA scoring champion and the NBA Most Valuable Player, MVP, as well as a multi-time NBA All-Star. These accolades and awards are a testament to his personal outstanding performance. The influence of the game. Bob McAdoo's style and his capacity to score inside as well as outside presaged the development of the game towards flexible players who could stretch the court. The impact he had on the direction of the game is still evident today in the NBA. Bob McAdoo is remembered as an NBA legend who made an imprint on the game, not just through his court achievements, but also in his mentoring and coaching roles. His contribution to the NBA in both his capacity as a player as well as an individual who shaped the lives of many others established his place in history as one of the most successful athletes in the history of the NBA. Bob McAdoo, life after basketball. When he retired from basketball professionally, Bob McAdoo continued to participate in various roles within and outside of the sport and also pursued various other pursuits in his personal life. Here's an overview of his life after basketball. The front office and coaching roles. Bob McAdoo worked in the front office and coaching roles within the NBA. He was an assistant coach to several NBA teams, such as Miami Heat, where he was a part of their team's coaching staff throughout their title run during the season 2005 to 2006. The vast experience he gained as a coach and player helped him contribute to the development of players and teams. Coaching young basketball players. McAdoo's experience and knowledge as a basketball player helped him become an excellent mentor for the promising basketball players who are young. McAdoo shared his knowledge and also helped to develop the abilities of many players seeking advice from him. Basketball camps and clinics. As with many former players, McAdoo was a participant in basketball clinics and camps where McAdoo shared his knowledge and imparted fundamental basketball techniques to youngsters. Personal interests. Aside from the basketball court, McAdoo had his own interests and pursuits. He was a golfer and was known as a golf enthusiast, just as were many players. Participation in the community. A few ex-NBA players, such as Bob McAdoo, engage in charity and community work following their professional career. The players use their platforms to have a positive effect on the world. Family life. The details of the personal lives of his former teammates after retirement are largely private. But retired athletes tend to focus on time spent with their loved ones and exploring their own interests and hobbies. Bob McAdoo's contribution to the game of basketball went beyond his playing days, as well as his coaching and mentorship role allowed him to have a major impact in the sport. Bob McAdoo is a well-known figure within the basketball world and is admired for his ability to score and aplomb in the court. The post-basketball activities he has undertaken are a reflection of his desire to share the knowledge he gained, and contributing to the sport was his passion. Bob McAdoo, career achievements and honors. Bob McAdoo had a highly accomplished and celebrated career within the NBA and was a recipient of numerous awards throughout his tenure playing in the NBA. Here are some of the notable career achievements and honors of Bob McAdoo. NBA championships. 3. McAdoo was the winner of NBA championships while playing with his team, the Boston Celtics, in the 1979-1980 season, and also together with the Los Angeles Lakers in the 1982-1983 as well as 1984-1985 seasons. NBA. The NBA's most valuable player, MVP. He was named NBA MVP during the 1974-75 season in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the NBA. NBA Rookie of the Year. 1973. McAdoo received the NBA Rookie of the Year honor in 1973 following a memorable debut with the Buffalo Braves. 3-time NBA scoring champion, McAdoo was the top league player with his scoring 3 times in consecutive seasons, 1973-1974, 1974-1975, and 1975-1976, and displayed his dominance in scoring. 5-time NBA All-Star. He was chosen as the NBA All-Star 5 times during his playing career, 1974-1975, 1974-1976, 1977, and 1981, which demonstrates his constant quality. All-NBA First Team Selection. 3. McAdoo was named to the All-NBA First Team 3 times, 1974-1973, 1975, and in 1976, which recognized him for being one of the league's best players. NBA All-Defensive First Team Selection. 2. The player received 2 honors for his contributions for the NBA All-Defensive First Team, 1974 and 1975, to recognize his contributions in the defensive department. NBA All-Defensive Second Team Selection. 1. In the same way as McAdoo's All-Defensive Second Team choices, McAdoo was named to the NBA All-Defensive Second Team in the year 1976. NBA The Rookie First Team Selection. The first season of his rookie campaign, McAdoo was selected to the NBA All-Rookie First Team in 1973 in recognition of his exceptional debut performances. NBA The Most Improved Player. 1975. McAdoo was named his title of NBA The Most Improved Player during the season 1974-1975, which demonstrated his progress and influence on the NBA. No. 11. Retired from the Buffalo Braves. The Buffalo Braves, now the Los Angeles Clippers, retired Bob McAdoo's number for his jersey, No. 11 in honor of his contribution to the team. NBA Career Achievements. McAdoo has compiled impressive statistics throughout his career that included more than 18,000 points as well as 8,500 rebounds and more than 22,000 blocks. His stats are a reflection of his versatility on both sides of court. Bob McAdoo's legendary NBA career, which was marked by MVP awards and numerous titles, established his place among the most renowned players to ever play in the NBA. The impact he had on basketball was not limited to his basketball playing days, and he continued to play a role as a coach and mentor and further contributed to the basketball world.